How's it going, gamers? This is RebelX here in the War Room, and today we're looking at Dragon Age Inquisition. How to take down the Hivernal Dragon. This is one of 3 dragons you will be encountering in this area of Dragon Age, so let's get into that right here, right now. Alright, gamers, you will find this dragon along with the other 2 in the Emprise area of Dragon Age Inquisition. This area has 3 extremely powerful dragons. These are 2 ice dragons and 1 fire-breathing dragon. The first dragon we will talk about is Hivernal, but I will cover the other 2 dragons and how to defeat them very soon in other clips. But as I said, you want to make sure your character is powered up to take on all 3 of these dragons. Hivernal Dragon is the weakest of the 3. You need to be at least, however, a level 18 or 19 or higher character in order to take this dragon down. This is actually the very first ice dragon that I've encountered in Dragon Age. This dragon, I highly recommend that you attack this dragon's front legs. One of its front legs have 2 warriors, 2 mages. Especially, you want to make sure you have at least 1 mage on your team on this. Because this is an ice dragon, fire attacks do double, if not triple, the damage on this dragon. Focus in on one particular area of this dragon, that way you can weaken it as quickly as you can. The other thing too is that because this is an ice dragon, melee attacks take time to weaken its armor. This dragon doesn't have a special power-up armor ability like other dragons do, but because this is an ice dragon, ice in this game, it takes a while for your melee weapons, unless they have a fire rune attached to them, to cut through a beast's skin that is made out of ice. The other thing too about this dragon too is that make sure you're packing enough traps. This dragon hops around the battlefield a lot. It is one of the more smaller dragons you will encounter in Dragon Age, but because of that, the dragon can avoid your traps very easily. Its ice breath as well is extremely slow, but very deadly. Whenever it launches its fire breath, take control of one of your companions who's in the will of its path, have them jump up and down, run in the other direction, try to avoid its attack as soon as possible. Other thing too to keep in mind as well is that once you weaken this dragon, taking away 1/4 of its health, the dragon will take to the sky and shoot ice fireballs at you. Have you and your team run around the battlefield, try to jump if you can to avoid these attacks. These attacks do major damage if they hit you. But as you see right there, try to use the rocks in the area to your advantage as cover. Also too is that this dragon, when it comes in for a landing, be aware, it's very hard to avoid it, but when the dragon slams on the ground, it will do massive damage to you and your party if they get hit by this dragon's attack when it lands on the ground. So keep your team moving. Other thing too about this dragon as well is when you are constantly trying to hit this dragon's legs, it will do a little bit of a back off maneuver. It will then slam the ground and then starts flapping its wings. However, one thing you should do, and this is actually for all dragons, when a dragon starts flapping their wings, run towards the dragon. Don't try to run away. The wind will try to pull you towards that dragon. Get in that little circle of air that you saw back there. You're actually in a safe zone. You can actually attack the dragon while it's still flapping its wings. Now, another thing too is that when this dragon starts weakening and gets away half of its health, it will activate its special power. It will then raise up to the sky. It will raise up on both of its hind legs and slam the ground and let out a roar. This is an auto freeze. It will freeze both you and your teammates if your characters are not strong enough. As you saw right there, my Vivian was frozen until she could break free from it. Another thing, keep attacking this dragon's front legs. Be aware that it will take off and fly from time to time, but you will be able to weaken this dragon with fire spells and heavy melee attacks. Make sure your warriors have fire runes attached to their weapons, and your mages are launching only fire and electric attacks. Ice doesn't do a thing to this dragon. Keep doing that, keep hammering away at this dragon, and you will eventually bring down this dragon. And the rewards for this dragon is actually pretty damn sweet, especially if you have a mage character that you're playing with, or even have a good your favorite mage character in your team. The most powerful weapon you will find out of this dragon's remains is the Staff of the Void. This is an awesome staff. You take this staff, equip a Master Corrupt Rune or any type of really powerful rune, and this staff will be one of the best weapons you could possibly have in the Dragon Age Inquisition game. So you really owe it to yourself to try to take down this dragon as quickly as possible and efficiently as well. Alright gamers, that's all the time we have for today here in the War Room. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. We'll be covering more dragons in Dragon Age Inquisition. We will see you guys next time.